Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. D. Eric Body Beats. It's a vibe.
Let's talk about the big debate.
Yeah.
MJ, LeBron.
So like, it's weird. I love the game and like I love talking basketball. This debate's like caused like the end of like relationships, friendships.
Yeah,
like,
it's
they
so
take it serious. So like LeBron was the same year as me, and he graduated 2003 in high school. Like seen him around AAU tournaments, blah blah blah. To see how he's handled.
Oh, you seen it? You seen him in the house with tournaments?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay, that's dope.
Yeah, so like,
Was he just way bigger back then too?
it's crazy. But then you watch like you see film of him and like
He looks skinny,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah,
at the
right.
time, I remember like watching like he played Carmelo on like ESPN.
I remember that game, yeah.
St. Vincent St. Mary
In
for-
Oak Hill.
Yeah, in Oak Hill. So like, but like LeBron just seemed like, and how he's handled success, not had any issues, created all these things, but from a pure
Just
basketball,
yeah, I'm talking about just basketball.
like.
Because the other one goes without saying.
So LeBron James, in my opinion, LeBron James makes others around him better in a different way than like, Jordan talked about fighting teammates doing this. Jordan was a straight bucket getter, right? He would put a team on his back. Didn't have any super teams. Like you look at some of the guys, Scottie Pippen's obviously a really good player, but some of the roster that you're like, yo, dudes couldn't win with that. LeBron is like a 6'8", 250-pound PG. Like, he makes the right play. Like, when everybody says you should shoot it, like, there's 4 dudes on you, and he makes the right pass, right? He does things at his size.
So so are you okay with that? Because some people don't like that about him. Some people don't like that he passes to the guy in the corner who he gets paid millions to hit that shot.
No doubt. And, like, I get that everybody wants that dude, like, the Mamba mindset.
Yeah.
Like Kobe and MJ are, like, very much alike from,
Yeah.
like, they wanted to win. Like, but they wanted themselves to be the reason they won, right? LeBron wants to win, but he doesn't care.
It seems like he doesn't care as much, right?
And makes the right plays. I've heard from, like, people I know in the league and, like, been around, like, I've been fortunate to train some guys getting ready for the NBA draft, have some guys in the NBA, get to know some, of the administration, the coaches. Like, they say LeBron's, like, basketball IQ. Like,
So it really is.
it's insane. Like,
So you got some insider because you hear about it on TV that it's crazy.
like, he knows, like, not only where everybody needs to be on his own team, which is amazing because he's not exactly what you would say he's a true PG, but the ball's in his hands. But he knows other team stuff, like their scouts. Like, you see him talk on the floor. His approach is, like, it's insane. And you mix that with being one of the most physically
Gifted individuals ever.
Like,
in anything.
Like that dude. Did you watch his football highlight tape from high school?
I heard he was a beast, but I didn't see it.
For real, he would have been an all pro. Like, he could do whatever he wanted and like be. And I love MJ, and like he's got that Last Dance thing was awesome to watch. Like,
Yeah,
you forget.
And it was in the pandemic, so people had time to watch it.
So like and he had some swag. Like MJ's got some different things to him, but like LeBron, I think LeBron gets bad mouthed or like not appreciated, and I think we'll appreciate him after
When he's gone.
But like that dude, what he's done
For so long, consistency.
and what he did with like those trash Cleveland Cavs teams, getting them to the
like Big Z and them fools.
Zadrunas Ilgauskas, like, dude, and all NBA. Everybody wants to talk trash on NBA players. People don't realize how good you have to be to get to the league. Like people be like, that dude's trash. Like, no, nobody is trash if you make it to the NBA, for real. I remember Cam Payne. Like, Cam Payne was voted the worst player in the NBA when he was on the Chicago Bulls.
Now look at him.
It's just like, man, like, it's crazy. Like, and that's a cool story, right? But like, so many people that sit there on Twitter, like, think they have a voice that don't really qualify it enough to say anything.
Right.
Nobody should call anybody trash in the NBA because maybe some guys underachieve or whatever, but like, to get to that level of basketball,
Right.
it's pure insane.
So who's Kwame Brown?
Kwame Brown.
I was, when he had his little 15 minutes, actually still going right now
still
too. But
going.
But about a month or two ago, his name got really, got big for a second. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell into I don't trash talk people like that. I like seeing people win, and I was under the belief that, dude, there's 400 spots
Right.
in the world.
Yeah.
Even the 400th guy is a lot better than you.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, people are calling me this failure and this bust. He's like, dude, I got paid over something millions of dollars to play basketball. Like, who's the failure?
Right.
He's like, I'm 30. I'm young in my 30s, living. I got my own property. So it's funny how we got this whole misconception of like what's a bust and what's trash. It's like, dude, the NBA. The reason I bring that up, I was going to. My buddy lived. I lived in Bloomington, Illinois.
Okay.
and we went and shot some hoops. And this one dude didn't play nowhere, but he was money. Just like a regular guy, didn't really play nowhere, but the guy did not miss.
Right.
From far. I'm like, oh, okay. And he doesn't even play now. Imagine the guys who are like on the draft, and like this guy wants to take your spot.
Right.
And like and now they're fighting for like, I got a family to provide for. So like you got to bring 150%. Like you can't unless you have to be that gifted. And how many people are that gifted naturally? Very few.
The 1%. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One, probably less than
Right,
that
no
can
doubt.
just have. But it's like, dude, that guy's coming to take your spot.
Yeah.
You probably seen that Bradley Beal clip.
Yeah.
That was he's like, man, y'all messing around. He's like, you got to beat me for your spot, and you ain't beating me.
No, that was good stuff.
That was so good because you could feel he's like, and Bradley Beal is nice.
Yeah, no, but he got it out the mud. Like I know, like Bradley Beal's AAU programs out of St. Louis. We had a point guard transfer from Missouri, so like I know that program really well. And what he was saying was very true. And now you throw in that basketball is a global game. Like you watch in the Olympics, right? Like hadn't gone as easy as the Dream Team days, beating everybody by 70, right?
That's long.
So now, like you're talking about these spots in the NBA, and now look at the NBA draft. Like there's 60 draft picks every year. Well, almost 30 of those dudes now are going to be drafted internationally, right?
Right.
So like
yeah.
now you're
So
talking
it's even smaller. Yeah,
right? And guys can make really good like money overseas playing. So like some people don't even know that aspect of it. That basketball is really international, and like whatever happened, that guy didn't make it to the NBA. And guys think like if you never make it to the NBA, you're a bust. Like
That's
dude,
dumb. If
like
you get paid to make
Jimmer Fredette making like $1 million in China. You know what I mean? Like dudes that have been training up at Triton with me, like one guy's in Japan, one guy's in Australia, one guy's in Italy. Like, dude, they're making, over $150,000 tax free, and they get a house, they get a car, and they get an expense account. Like they just bank in that money.
And they're traveling the world.
And they're traveling the world. So it's like,
Right.
oh, you never made it to the NBA. You didn't do something with it, when that's not. Like, I know that's the end goal for everybody, right? Like, you want to play at the best league that you possibly can as a competitor. But I think people are quick to judge or quick to debate or say somebody's trash when they're in the top 3% of their craft in the world.
Right.
Whether you're the starter on an NBA team or you're the last dude, like, that's still an incredible feat to get to that.
D. Eric Body Beats, it's a vibe.